How to Get Away with Murder season about 4 or 5 prediction video. This is actually a prediction of who I believe is in that that on that gurney, who set Annalise's house on fire, and I want to know who you guys think set the house on fire and who's in the body bag on the cliffhanger of the show. So at this point, we are about 3 episodes in. I haven't watched the new one that came on tonight just yet. So I'm pretty much, you know what? I'm not going to, I was going to say I'm not going to make it, but you know what? I'll just make it. If I choose to review the show, I'll just review the show after I see that. But I'm going to say who I believe is in the body bag and why I believe that they are in the body bag. And I have 3 predictions of who I believe is in there. The first person I believe is in the body bag is Maggie. Maggie is Wes's girlfriend. I believe that she's expendable. And I also believe that there's a point where Annalise asked Wes to move in with her because either she was scared or something like that. And I think that some kind of, because I know that Wes brought some pizza over to the house to kind of like spend time with Annalise and all that good stuff. And I believe he may have invited Maggie over there or something like that. And so I'm thinking for some reason that it was Maggie who is going to end up in that body bag. And that's my first prediction. Who killed her? To be honest with you, it could have been Frank. I mean, you never know I mean, I'm going to say, if it's not Frank, I'm going to say it was Laurel. You know, because that's like Frank protege. I'm sorry if y'all hear my baby. So the second person that I think it could be in that body bag, I wanted to say it would be Michaela. And the reason I want to say it would be Michaela is because when I'm used to watching these shows, I'm used to black people dying. But then I start thinking, wait a minute, this is a Shonda Land show. And Shonda she ain't the average, your average ordinary bear. So I'm not going to say it's Michaela. I was thinking at first that it was Oliver, but I think my second prediction is actually going to be, what's the guy's name that was with Oliver? Mr. Walsh. I don't remember his first name. I think it was Mr. Walsh, who was Oliver's boyfriend. And the reason I think it was him is because Oliver kicked him out of the apartment once he broke up with him. And I'm thinking that maybe he was at Annalise's house. Now, these predictions have nothing to do with why they would get killed or anything like that. I'm just going strictly off of what they're giving us as far as who could be in this house and the reasons that they're giving us that they should be in the house. And so since he was kicked out, he ended up going to Michaela's house where she was sleeping with, I don't know, the officer off of Orange is the New Black. I can't remember his name. So the guy that the guy that she's been sleeping with, who was missing a leg on Orange is the New Black. So I'm thinking it could be Mr. Walsh. I'm thinking it could be Maggie. And I'm definitely not thinking it's Wes. So my third person is Laurel. Not Laurel, I'm sorry. Bonnie. I'm thinking it could be Bonnie, and I would think that if it was Bonnie, that it would be Frank who killed Bonnie or Laurel. So I guess the 2 killers would be the same in that instance. I don't know who would kill Oliver's boyfriend, Mr. Walsh. But I do believe that it's one of those 3 people at this point. The reason I'm thinking... who was my third person? I don't even remember no more. Anyway, the reason I'm thinking that it could be Bunny is because I know that her and Frank had a little rivalry before because they were both trying to one up each other. I know Frank is coming back some kind of way. I do not believe he's the one who's putting those flyers up on campus, but I do believe that there is maybe someone who, remember when the 2 adopted kids had that extra brother and the sister was helping the other brother kill. Well, she helped him kill the parents or whatever, the adopted parents, and then it was Caleb who was sleeping with Michaela. Okay, so I think it had something to do with that guy, the guy who was hacking into stuff. I think he's the one who's behind somebody putting up those flyers saying that she's a killer because she, orchestrated all that stuff at that big mansion that they were at when the DA or whoever she was thrown over the balcony after she got ran over by, I cannot remember the guy, the Orange is the New Black guy whose dad killed himself. So that's the prediction on that. I'm trying to make this video like super fast, so I'm trying to talk super fast. Any more predictions? I'm trying to think of what else they have shown. Oh, this is what I do truly believe. I believe that Annalise is acting her behind off. As far as crying about who's under there, I do not believe that she has feelings for whoever is under that sheet. I do not think it's one of the Keaton Five under that sheet. What did I say? Oh, except for Mr. Walsh, it could be him. But I mean that's my last. That's he at the bottom of the list. If I would think that one of the Keaton Five would go, he is the only one I think who would go. I don't think it would be Wes, but I believe she was acting like when she was crying, like she was hysterical. I believe she was acting. As soon as Oliver came up to her, she said, delete everything on this phone, like every single thing. So now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to take Mr. Walsh off, because if it was him, Oliver would not delete it. If it was Mr. Walsh, he would make sure that whatever was on that phone, he found out whatever it was, and he would get Annalise locked up. Let's see, what else? So I'm trying to think if I can think of anybody else it could be. Because I'm gonna take Mr. Walsh off unless, yeah, I'm gonna take Mr. Walsh off. So the third person it could be would have to be Frank. If it was Frank that died, it would have to be Laurel or Bunny who killed him. So it's one of those. But I do think that Annalise is faking that cry. I think she already knew the person was dead in the house. I think she set the house on fire in order to cover up whatever happened when whoever died. She knew who it was who had died, and she came, back around later to show that she hadn't been home or whatever. And she's always behind the cover up of everything, of every murder. She's not there when the murders happen. However, she always is there when it's time to cover up, except for when Sam, well, yeah, even when Sam dies. So that's my prediction. I want to know what you guys think. Who's in the body bag if they haven't showed in episode 3 that I just missed, and who burned down the house, who's putting up the flyers. So those are my predictions. If anything I said is like already revealed in this episode that came on tonight, then I will do a review next week. And I may have to change my prediction. But anyway, I want to know you guys' prediction. Oh my goodness, this video is on 8 minutes. Thank God, because I talk too much. All right, y'all. So I love y'all. Y'all give me y'all predictions, and I'll see you guys next week or tomorrow or whenever I stop being bipolar and feel like giving y'all a video. Bye.